What's up, nerds, and welcome to another unboxing. This time we're doing a Majora's Mask from First Four Figures. Now, there are three different versions of this. There is the Standard Edition, which I think is exclusive only to Best Buy, and that will run about $50 to $60. This is the Collector's Edition, and this one you can get at, I believe, Amazon, places like Big Bad Toys, and there is a third option which is the exclusive. And the difference between that one and this one is it has a box that is more this kind of decal, or this kind of style here, this kind of purple and gold grid that you see going on here, but it's the whole box. And that one is around, I believe, $100. This one came to about around $80. So there's three different options. That exclusive might be hard to find now, but let's get started with the collector's edition first by looking at the box itself here. And in the back here, it's going to show us the different color options that the stand comes with. The standard edition doesn't actually have any LEDs or light up in any way. It's just the mask itself without the stand. The collectors and exclusive do light up. So with that said, let's open it up. Alright, so on the inside there is something that they suggest you can use for diorama. In the back, if you want to, with the mask, there's some of the Majora's Mask artwork from the 3DS version, I believe. And on the inside, there are reward points for any future first four figures you might want to pick up. And there is a little setup there to show you how you can place the diorama if you want to do that. There actually was another version of Majora's Mask that First Four Figures released a couple of years ago, and it was a lot larger. It actually was about like a human head size mask. This one is considerably smaller. That one was resin, I believe. This is PVC, and because of that, it brings down the price. And yeah, let's take a look at it here. So there's a couple different options of how you can set this up. You can actually hang it up here, as you can see, or you can have it on the stand. There are options for battery in here. There's battery here as well. But I would probably utilize it this way with a micro USB to plug it in. And the stand actually charges the mask itself. So once you have it in the stand, it will charge the mask itself. But if you have it hanging on your wall, you'll need to put batteries in. There's two different options for the lighting. There's just the standard here, and this option, which pulses two different colors. So it starts off with red and goes into a cycle of different colors. The way the mask itself lights up is actually with motion detection. So if you put your hand in the front, the eyes will switch on. If you do it again, they'll switch into more of a pulsating mode. So I was wondering at first why they decided to do that, but it makes sense. If it's hanging on the wall, you don't have to take it off and mess with the back. You just motion it with your hand, and I guess that makes sense. That would probably be the best way to do it. I will probably have this on a stand just because it's easier and not messing with batteries or anything like that. The stand itself, it looks nice. I forget really what this has to do with anything Majora Mask related, but it is a very pretty stand and fits with any kind of Zelda themed things going on. So the lighting is really cool. Looking at some more of the details, it is kind of neat. They have some areas that are a little bit dingy. so it doesn't look quite perfect. You don't see that so much in the eyes or these spikes. Those parts are really smooth, but other parts look like they're distressed a little bit, more like the wood I assume they're made out of in the game. It looks really nice. This is probably the only part that I'm not super keen on, which is it just looks, the way it's pegged in there, it looks a little manufactured. But I mean, again, for like the price point and everything, it's not a big deal. And I can see it's just a part of the mask actually coming down there. But for some reason, it just kind of looks like it is something that is manufactured in and slotted in. But overall, I think it's a really neat statue, and I'm so glad I picked it up. Again, for the price, again, it's really hard to beat. And I'm glad they decided to make a PVC version of this, so I could have something like this in my home. It is a little bit easier to, when you have a lot of Zelda stuff, it's a little bit easier to put in your collection when it's not an actual huge size. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to manage as well. One thing I want to mention too is that this stand was a little hard to put in, and actually it kind of felt like sometimes that it we might break it, because it kind of goes in at this weird angle. Let me see if I can show you, but it looks like you would just put it straight in, but you actually have to put it in at this angle, and so you have to kind of put it in and then it slides in like that. And because of that, the eyes didn't seem like they were working at first. Yeah, and with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. We do have a Zelda unboxing from First Floor Figures from Breath of the Wild, and so if you want to check that out, yeah, we have that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching.